Hey special family, welcome back to another autism video, Reddit edition. This one is titled Family Drama. It's a rant/vent. I'm a mama to an autistic 3-year-old boy. My husband and I have suspicions that we are also both autistic and have been diving into researching and exploring that possibility. Just wanting to rant a bit. I am effing heartbroken and angry. My in laws are going through a very messy divorce, and I've recently found out that my father in law actually refuses to invite us to family dinners a few times because of our son. I've seen messages and texts from him to other family members, so I know this actually happened and isn't just gossip. My boy was always pretty overwhelmed, and I had meltdowns frequently when visiting their house. I stupidly chalked it up to him just feeling uncomfortable around so many people, big family. But I have now realized that he was feeding off other people's emotions. My father in law is a pretty negative person in general, so a lot of visits were tense. No actual fighting or yelling, but just some tense and awkward moments on my father in law's bad days. Since he has moved out, my son has been much happier going for visits. Way less tantrums and seems to enjoy being there much more. We've always felt that my son was not equal to the other grandkids in my father in law's eyes. He was always much more affectionate to the other kids and never really made any sort of effort to bond with my son. My son is quite social when he's comfortable with people. You just have to show him that you're willing to be silly with him and play the way he enjoys playing. Even just picking him up and spinning around with him will make him adore you. So it's not like he's particularly hard to bond with. I also found out that father-in-law regularly made fun of my son for being autistic and said very hurtful things. Even called him the R word on occasions. I'm so effing angry and sad for my son. I don't understand how someone can be so cruel to their own family, especially a child. I'm sick to my stomach about the whole thing. My husband and I have decided to cut ties with his dad completely for the time being. Not sure if we will ever have a relationship with him again. I want my son around people who love him and make an effort to make him feel accepted and comfortable. While I know this is the best thing for my son, my heart still hurts for my husband. He's lost his dad and my kids have lost their grandfather. My husband is putting on a tough face, but I know the whole situation is eating away at him. He is not the type of person to show his emotions or talk about them, so I'm trying to respect those boundaries while also supporting him. I, on the other hand, need to talk about my feelings or I get extremely agitated and overwhelmed with emotions, which is why I'm ranting here. I need to get these feelings out. So thank you for reading. I always knew we would encourage ableist people who don't accept our son for who he is. I just never thought that it would be someone so close. Let's let that soak in for a minute. Your father-in-law is an A, and I know it's not an Am I the A Reddit, but your father-in-law is an A. I won't even call him ableist. I would say your father-in-law doesn't deserve an amazing little boy like your son in his life until he too learns to be amazing. Because if you don't have empathy and you don't have the compassion that everyone is not the same, or the understanding that everyone is not the same and some people just function and operate differently, then you're an A. So let's go to the comment section and see what the commenters had to say. Okay, first commenter says, I'm glad you felt comfortable enough to open up about this. In so many ways, I can relate to the things your son is currently going through. My maternal grandfather was incredibly toxic, ableist, and downright mean to me as a child. It continued almost completely unbridled my whole life. It was very mentally taxing and has caused me to go no contact with that portion of my family as an adult. As difficult as this is, and for as much discomfort and pain your parent is feeling, I just want to say thank you for standing up for him. I bet he's a wonderful little human, and I can see and feel that you love him more than anything. You're doing your best, and it's all about taking it day by day. Space now doesn't mean forever, and you'll get to those moments in time. Next commenter. Molly Hatchet says, as he grows up, your son will always know that you chose his well-being over a relationship with father-in-law, and that will sustain him more than either of you can realize at this point. Other people in the world are going to treat him more or less like father-in-law, but your son will always know that you and your husband have his back and will support and accept him unconditionally. and put him first even when it's difficult. I'm glad you're talking about it. It's good to get it out, and we're all glad you posted. I'm sorry for your husband that he feels he can, but the condition on some genders to be stoic and push the feelings down is very, very difficult to break. Hopefully, he comes around in time and is able to talk about it to you. Love to you and your fabulous family. Yes, love to you and your fabulous family. And I hope you continue to stand up for your son, because our special need babies need parents like you to stand up for them, because there's a whole world out there who they're getting ready to meet with. And sometimes they need that little push from the back, like, don't worry, don't be scared. We're here. We got you every step of the way. So thank you for speaking up for your son. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video. Bye.